Welcome to the Hoop Threads podcast here with another prospect spotlight. I have a lot of time in with this young man. I've been knowing him since third grade when he was running around at the DeMatha camps. His father, Reggie Veney, was an assistant at DeMatha with me. My favorite story about Jymin is that I was the GM of the younger or like the middle league, and you were playing up like two or three grades, and you were on a really good team. And then I switched you on to the worst team in the league that had not won a single game. And then you guys went 5-0 between that day and the next day. And I think you ended up winning the chip, if not playing in the chip. And that kind of just speaks to your feel for the game, how you make teammates better, your ability to score yourself and defend and all that. So, Jymin Veney, excited to have you, man. How you feeling?
Great. How are you?
I'm great, man. So let's get right into it. 2027 point guard, 6'3" now, right?
Yes.
All right, 2027 6'3" point guard at Gonzaga College High School in DC, playing with Melo 15U, having a very good spring. Let's start with the warm up here. What is your favorite sports drink?
I'm gonna say Powerade.
Interesting. Okay. PS5, Xbox, or PC?
PS5.
Yeah, that was easy. Best basketball shoe and best non-hooping shoe.
Best basketball shoe, I say it's Kobe 8s. Best non-hoop shoe, I'm gonna say Jordan 11s.
Okay. So if you had to cook a meal from start to finish, you're cooking Reggie Veney his birthday meal. You have to cook an entree, an appetizer, you have to make a dessert, and then whatever type of beverage you put together with that. What you cooking? What you chefing up?
Uh, I would probably get a Coke for his drink because he likes Coke. Um, Appetizer, calamari, and then the entree, I would do probably like a steak because he
Mm,
likes. And then for dessert, I would do brownie and ice cream.
mm. Good call. It's a good call. He's gonna hold you to that now. I'm gonna tell him about that. What's your favorite basketball environment to play in, other than, at Gonzaga at home?
My favorite environment to play in would probably be I think it's gonna be Peach Jam, but I haven't played there yet, so I'm gonna say WCAC like the finals
Okay.
playoffs.
Got you. Got you. What's the lore behind your fake game-winning shot?
Mm. I would probably like I want to hit like a step back over like two people.
Okay. Okay.
That would be
Got
two
you. Which way are you going? You going left or right?
left.
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 Okay. Tell me about your first dunk.
I had my first dunk, eighth grade. We were up by like 70, and I just decided to try it, and it went in.
Damn, by 70. Sheesh. All right, man. So let's get into the actual questions here. So, like I said earlier, you kind of really grew up around the game on the sidelines with your dad, coaching at DeMath, I think for like 19 years after playing D1 college ball, I think at UNC Wilmington, at summer camp, stuff like that. So talk about growing up around the game and that how that kind of grew and developed your love for the game.
Being around it, it was easy to like pick up the ball because it was kind of all I saw. So it was easy to like fall in love with the game stuff. My dad, him being around the game, me being around the game, it's helped me kind of like understand it a little bit more. Like maybe when to attack, when to slow the game down, the right pass to make, knowing all the spots on the floor, different type of plays, um, learning from different types of players, like players that they coach at the Manta, just stuff like that help me like understand the game. And like if I do something wrong, so my dad's been around the game, he always teaching me like the right thing to do, or maybe like what to say, things like that.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha. Okay. Who do you model your game after?
I try to model my game after Drew Holiday.
Hmm.
Two-way player, can score when he wants to, but that's like not his role for his team. But like defense, I like his defense. I like it a lot. I feel like I play defense at that like rate too. So I feel like two-way player. That's me, Drew
Hmm.
Holiday.
I love that answer, man. So I'm gonna talk about your strengths and weaknesses real quick, and then you can kind of let me know what you think about it. I think you do a really good job of pushing pace and either pulling it back out or finding an easy look. I think you have pretty good feel for the game. You don't throw a lot of 50-50 balls that it looks really good if it gets through and it's a bad turnover if it doesn't. You take care of the rock. It's kind of hard to speed you up and strip you. I think you're a better set shooter right now than you are off the bounce.
Mm.
Um, though I think that that's developing. I mean, I don't know that I would really love you shooting kind of off the dribble threes right now, but the mid range is definitely money, and the touch in the paint's good. You rebound really well for a guard too. I think defensively, I think you're better off the ball defensively than you are on it, but I think you've gotten much better and more athletic at that end. I think that your kind of burst can improve and like the leaping ability can improve as well. So what are your thoughts on that? Anything I missed?
I agree. I gotta get like set shot is kind of like workouts when I'm just like catching and shooting, but I gotta like focus more when I'm dribbling and stuff like that. So I understand that. But like on my what'd you say again? On my defense? Oh yeah, defense, on ball, off ball defense. I don't know. I think I'm kind of better on the ball only because off the ball sometimes I just be looking, ball
Mm,
watching.
mm,
But on ball, I feel like I'm better. I just gotta get better at sliding my feet
mhm.
because like staying disciplined because the refs be calling fouls, things like that.
I think
And
the biggest thing for you defensively when they get by to you, like I think you have to learn to turn and sprint to the spot to beat them out versus, like sliding. Because once he's actually turned the corner on you, like at that point, sliding's not going to do anything but draw a foul. And again, you're a freshman, so I don't really think that that's something that you need to know yet. But when it comes to getting your shot off the bounce, you got Nick Lewis and Derek Dixon there to show you the ropes. So I think you're in pretty good hands there. How do you prepare for each game, like the day of? Kind of take me through your routine, your process.
I like to drink a lot of fluids, like energy. I don't really eat that much. Like I don't really eat heavy. Like if I eat, it'll be like fruits, fruit snacks, stuff like that. Because like I feel like I cramp up easily, so I don't really want to cramp. So I just drink a lot of fluids, and like fruits, stuff like that.
Okay. Got you. And like, what is your routine kind of before the game? Like an hour before the game, half hour. What does that look like?
Hour before the game, I'm usually just watching the game in front of me, or I'm listening to like music, get me like hype, stuff like that, or
Okay.
like calm me down, kind of.
Yeah, I was about to ask, are you the type of player that likes to get hyped before the game, or you just listen to something that kind of puts you in a zone and just allows you to like smooth kind of read and react? Like what?
I'm more of like a calm type of person. I don't really listen to like music that's like
Mhm.
kind of crazy.
Okay.
Um, because
Got
it helps me like calm down for the game
Okay.
and get like the nerves out.
Okay. You were one of the heads of the snake for a very, very good Gonzaga JV team. And as a guy that used to coach against Gonzaga, your JV team is always the JV team and the freshman team sometimes are like almost better than the varsity because they're just like undefeated every year. Talk about some differences in the game that you've noticed at the high school level since you got there.
It's definitely faster. Players are more athletic. You got to be like do all the little things now. Can't really get away with stuff in middle school. Maybe like not boxing out, or like you got to pay attention to like the little things, like getting to your spots, because like spacing matters a lot more in high school, and timing on plays for sure.
Mm. Timing is a great part of it too, for sure. Talk about a time that you faced adversity and the tools that you use to navigate through that.
I would say the first time I faced adversity is fifth grade. I wasn't really playing that much. Um, I wasn't really like doing much on the floor to like convince my coach to put me in. But I think that at the end of the year before COVID hit, I started to do those little things and play more. So I was just like paying attention to detail. And like my dad was like walking me through what I need to do. He kind of helped me because like some people will like pull me to play, but my dad was like, nah, you gotta stay through it, stay the course. That helped me a lot. And then quarantine when I was just working out and stuff, that helped me a lot, gave me a chance to grow.
Mhm. Okay. Tell me about your gym schedule. What parts of your game have you been working on the most? What do you feel like you've added since the beginning of the high school season this past year?
Um, My gym schedule, when I'm not in school, I usually work out like in the morning and then like 8, and then I'll work out again at like 4. But on practice days, I just work out at 8 and then go to practice. What I work on the most probably is like consistency, just being like consistent for me. I feel like that's the main thing. So
Mm.
I feel like sometimes I get like lazy, stuff like that. So just repetition. Some stuff that I probably need to work on is like getting stronger, getting more in the weight room a little bit more, and then like jumping, work on my athleticism, stuff like that.
Okay. What do you do that you feel like makes you stand out from the competition? And how do you think you're going to contribute to winning at the varsity level and then at the college level?
I feel like I do a good job letting the game come to me. I don't really like force it or like try to make a play that's not there. At the varsity level, I feel like I'm gonna help the team this year by like doing whatever they need to win. If that's hitting shots, guarding the best player, getting rebounds, talking, being a leader, anything like that. College level, I feel like I'm gonna be able to do the same thing. Like I feel like once I get to college, I'll be more of like a point guard or like a real point guard. Letting the game come to me, stuff like that. I think that's how
Okay.
I'm.
Tell me a part of your game that you feel kind of flies under the radar or is undervalued.
My passing.
Mm,
I feel like I'm a good passer, but like since sometimes I'm scoring so much that like it kind of takes away from it.
mm. Okay. What parts of the floor, like physical spots in the floor, do you feel the most comfortable right now? And where do you feel like you're the least comfortable that you really need to work on, that area?
I'm most comfortable free throw line extended. I feel like I can do anything from there, especially around the mid range. Something I need to work on is probably like you said, like deeper, maybe deeper threes.
Mm,
Sometimes team's not gonna let you play on the line. I got to get like more consistent with that, legs, stuff like that. Once I get more comfortable with that, I think I'll be fine. But I need to work on all of them, like, because I could always get better.
okay. Rank these three in, one being most important and then third being like kind of like least important to you. So game winning assist, game winning bucket, game winning defensive stop.
Game winning defensive stop, game winning assist, game winning point.
Okay. I'm not surprised by that answer. This is gonna kind of go off the court a little bit as well as on the court. What are some things that you value? Is it honesty? Is it respect? Is it leading by example? Is it vocal leadership? Like what are some things that are important to you as a person?
I'm gonna say honesty, because like that kind of helps me. Like I need to know like when I'm wrong, stuff like that, so I can work on it. Something else that I value is like time with my family, time with my friends, because like they kind of help me like get to like where I am today by like encouraging me, stuff like that.
Okay. Tell me about your interest in hobbies off the court. If say God forbid you got hurt and you couldn't play again, if basketball didn't work out for you, what would your plan be?
I want to be like a sports commentator.
Mm,
Yeah, just a sports commentator. I say that, or like analysis. I say that because like I would like it. I just love like I like basketball so much until like I feel like if I'm not able to play, I want to be like a commentator so I can still be around the game.
mm. Okay. Give me your goals for this upcoming season.
Uh, win a WCC championship. Um, contribute to the team, and that's it. Just that.
Okay. Have fun too. That's a
Have
big part
fun.
of it, right? All right. So kind of touching on that, what has been your happiest moment so far on the basketball court?
Happiest moment on the basketball court is probably my first dunk as of right now. My first dunk.
It's a big moment, huh? All
First,
right, man. So you're born and raised here, PG County, if I remember right.
yes.
PG County, another one that we're definitely gonna be saying something in the water about. What sets the DMV apart? What makes this area different? What about this area is kind of preparing you for the next level better than any other area in the country?
I say the physicality. I think the DMV is like really physical. Because like people get away with like a lot of calls because just how the refs call it, things like that. I think that's prepared me for like any situation. And like the crowd and stuff like that, that's prepared me too, because sometimes the crowd can get crazy and I can't get rattled. So like that's helped me a lot.
The crowds are most certainly crazy. There's some wild parents on the sideline for sure. All right, man. We really appreciate the time. My last question before we get out of here. What is your why? Why do you train so hard? Why do you work so hard studying the game? What makes it so important to you? What is your why for playing the game of basketball?
Uh, my why for playing the game of basketball, because like I want to make a name for myself. I want to like people to know like who I am, stuff like that, and I want to like have a family and like make money, be successful.
Okay. Sorry, one last question because I forgot to ask it earlier, and I'd like some smoke on this podcast for sure. So the first part of it is if you challenge a teammate right now to ones on Gonzaga that you really want to beat, who is it?
Derek, Derek
Eric?
Dixon, Derek
Have you
Dixon.
come close?
No, I haven't played him yet, but I feel
What?
like I haven't played him yet. Cause
That's about to happen. That should
yeah.
be fun. I definitely want to be there for that. All right, and then the other one is there a personal or team matchup that you look forward to the most, either in AAU or in high school ball?
uh, I say McNamara, because my friend Jordan Taylor, he plays with them. We
Okay.
like the matchup stuff like that. So
I don't know that you guys will match up that often, but I'm sure there's plenty of chatter. What about a team matchup? Or
uh
what individual player matchup would be Jordan too?
no, no, I was just saying for McNamara
Okay.
because he thinks uh I say it will also be St. John's because I have a lot of friends that go there, incoming freshmen,
Okay.
sophomore go there.
Well, I guess my a better question would be like, what's been a player that you've matched up with that's gotten the better of you, and you're like, man, I really got to work on my craft and get better at this game. It could be AAU or high school. I'm assuming it's probably AAU though.
Yes. I'm gonna say Jahari Miller. Jahari Miller. He got the best of me. Like we played again, and I held my own. I did better. But it was I want to say seventh grade takeover tournament.
Where does he play?
He plays with Team Thad right now.
Okay. Got you. Got you. Well, Jymin Veney, really appreciate the time. Really enjoyed having you on today. Look forward to watching the rest of your career. All right.
Okay, thank you.
All right, no problem.